Listen to this before you quit. There's a moment, quiet, heavy, lonely, when quitting feels logical, not dramatic, not emotional, just reasonable. You've tried, you've waited, you've hoped, and nothing seems to move. This message is for that moment. Before you walk away, before you shut the door, before you convince yourself that this is just how life is. Listen, you don't quit because you're weak. You quit because you're tired. Tired of giving effort with no applause. Tired of believing when evidence says otherwise. Tired of explaining your dreams to people who don't understand them. But hear this clearly. Fatigue lies. Fatigue tells you the pain will never end. Fatigue tells you progress is impossible. Fatigue tells you to abandon what once set your soul on fire. But fatigue is temporary. Regret is permanent. Every person who ever became something meaningful stood exactly where you are now. Right before the breakthrough. Right before the clarity. Right before the moment everything shifted. And the dangerous thing about quitting is that it feels peaceful at first. No more pressure. No more expectations. No more disappointment. But what comes later is heavier. The quiet what if. The silent I could have. The slow realization that you walked away not because you couldn't continue, but because continuing hurt. Let me tell you something nobody tells you. Growth often looks like failure in disguise. When roots grow, nothing changes on the surface. When muscles grow, they tear first. When purpose grows, it isolates you. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are being built in a way comfort never could. You're allowed to rest. You're allowed to cry. You're allowed to question everything. But don't confuse rest with retreat. Don't confuse reflection with surrender. Pausing is wisdom. Quitting is final. And your story isn't finished. Think about the younger version of you. The one who dreamed freely. The one who believed effort mattered. The one who didn't yet know rejection, betrayal, or exhaustion. They didn't come this far for you to stop here. They trusted you to keep going when things got hard. Here's the truth that separates those who make it from those who don't. Most people quit when progress becomes invisible. They stop when praise disappears. They stop when results delay. They stop when nobody is watching. But success is built in those unseen seasons. When you show up anyway. When you work without validation. When you believe without proof. That's where destiny is decided. If it feels heavy right now, that's because it matters. If it hurts, that's because you're invested. If you're tempted to quit, that's because resistance has noticed you. And resistance never shows up for meaningless goals. So before you quit, ask yourself, have I truly exhausted every option? Am I stopping because it's impossible? Or because it's uncomfortable? Will future me thank me for walking away? Or for holding on? You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need endless motivation. You don't need everyone's approval. You only need one more step. Not tomorrow. Not next year. Just today. One more effort. One more attempt. One more act of courage. Momentum is born that way. Listen carefully. If you quit now, you'll never know how close you were. You'll never know how strong you could have become. You'll never meet the version of yourself that only exists on the other side of perseverance. And that version of you is waiting. So breathe. Lift your head. Tighten your grip. You are not done. This chapter is not the ending. And quitting is not your story. Not today. Keep going. Because the truth is, most people don't quit at the beginning. They quit near the middle. They quit after they've invested time, energy, hope, and belief. They quit when the excitement fades and reality sets in. And that's the most dangerous place to quit. Because at the beginning, quitting costs you little. But near the breakthrough, quitting costs you everything. You've already survived the hardest part starting. You've already faced doubt, fear, resistance, and disappointment. You've already proven that you're capable of showing up when it's uncomfortable. So why stop now? Often, quitting doesn't come from failure. It comes from exhaustion, from comparison, from silence, from the feeling that no one sees your effort. But listen, progress doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes it works quietly. Sometimes it hides. Sometimes it grows underground, unseen, unnoticed, uncelebrated. Seeds don't scream while they grow. Roots don't make noise while they dig deep. And yet, without them, nothing ever rises. What you're building right now may not look impressive yet. It may not look like success. It may not look like it's working. But that doesn't mean it isn't. There will be days when continuing feels foolish. Days when stopping feels logical. Days when your mind gives you 1,000 reasons to let go. On those days, remember this. Your mind's job is to protect you from discomfort. But your purpose lives beyond comfort. Your mind wants safety. Your destiny requires courage. And courage doesn't mean you're not afraid. It means you move forward despite the fear. Every meaningful journey has a moment where quitting feels reasonable. But don't ever quit.